Hey guys, it's Squid. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody is doing very well this afternoon. Oh my goodness, what a day. Oh my god, I'm so sore. I'm so tired. I have to go to work tonight, so this is going to be a relatively quick stream. I just have to download something real quick because I actually forgot to download it to my computer and save it, and I know that if I don't save it, I'm going to forget to do it, and I'm going to have to pay for it again. And since I am cheap and like to only pay for documents one time, if I don't, if I, yeah, I have to save this real quick. How is everybody doing today? I hope you are well. And I have to remember which one this is. Cancel. Granted. Okay. The MLS granted. Extension. Okay, so we have a couple of documents to go over in the new federal lawsuit. Nothing in the old one. Like, just, yeah. And this is not an April Fool's joke. So people have asked me, so we have some screenshots to go over first, because we had a hater in the house and I had no power and was bored, so I had a little fun. But this person is slightly dumb. Slightly dumb. And I'm just having to relog into Pacer. I apologize for my my tardiness. It's been a day. It's just been a day. 101 to 101, and I'm having to just do it the I'm having to go in the roundabout way. Parties terminated. All right, 13. Yeah. But we're gonna get to the hater first. And then there was a comment. I think it was well, I know it was Karen's Books. She had asked, doesn't Randy have to respond? Not necessarily, and we will discuss why. The order BBB extension denied. Okay. All right. So first things first. And hi, Malin. First things first, we are going to open my photos so I can show you the fun. And I forgot to show you this, or I forgot to save the screenshot that I was sent from that this person said on multi different streams. So this person kept going on and on. But thanks for the engagement to Lori G. She wanted to be famous, so we're just going to make her famous. We're going to share the first one. Share screen. This is what I forgot to share. My window of photos. And share. So this one, and I'm figuring out this. Okay, so for those of you who haven't been with my channel over the past 2 days or so, I am now using Streamlabs and not StreamYard. So if things look funny or I'm slow and ridiculous, I apologize in advance. I'm figuring out that I can open things multiple ways. I'm figuring out that I can open things multiple ways, and that I'm learning. So thank you for your patience with me. This is I'm figuring this one out too. Like, I can add different things to try to yeah. So this person we're going to go with, I can share it twice, but I can only share the, there we go. So this person, Lori G673, congratulations on your 15 minutes of fame. Congratulations. This was posted on my 1-year anniversary on my channel, which was Sunday. I thought it was the first, but apparently I uploaded a short prior to when I did my first live stream. Congratulations. Are you going to report on JH's 4 PPOs and all of his known ex-children have on him? Are you going to read the police reports on him setting up his victims and hiring prostitutes to show up at the new boyfriend's house or whatever? And reporting on the patterns of serial abusing and stalking and compelling. I said, I've criticized Randy and Jeremy plenty. Most of my criticism on the other side is related to BBB and his lack of professionalism in representing his clients. Tell me you don't watch my channel without telling me. You are funny. And what is anyone going to do? Sue me for reading publicly available court documents? You're funny. So she continues on. Hey, Slug Raiders. Like, yeah, she trolled Megan too. Apparently she trolled Jay as well, which is, you have this, you got this lady. The stuff. So King Paco, this is my issue right into here. So she puts, and I don't think I screenshotted the part, like the long parts, so I apologize. But she said defamation and RICO. Bruce is not unprofessional at all. Yeah, we're going to. Have you read emails or Randy's emails and constant threats? I have. That is unprofessional. I didn't say Randy was professional either. There's one criticism, my dear sweet hater in the fucking house. Let's get her. I've never said that Randy was professional. I've even criticized Randy and told him to stop. That y'all, not like he listens to me, but y'all know. And y'all are mad. Some of y'all have gotten mad at me for what I say about Randy. Hey, Roslyn. Funny how the trolls really come after me, just the stupid ones. Oh, I don't have my I have that sticker attached to my Stanley cup. It's just in the other room. Rosalind has a menopause and stupid. Hey, Eric, how are you? I was like, you're hilarious. Reading legal documents and giving my opinion is not defamation. Thank you for showing your ignorance of the law and what professionalism is. Bless your heart, sweetie. Thanks for the laugh. I was like, also, I did the math. Bruce has filed more motions than Randy, not responses, purely motions initiating an activity or argument. So you're not only ignorant, you ignore proven facts based on the documents that are filed. And she goes on. But here's the one thing that she did say that really struck me as, I am covering this case. I am covering the 2 federal cases. I am not even covering the trespass case or the thumbnail case very much. I am covering the federal case because that's what interests me. And I said, are you, and she said something, and I was like, do you realize you just contradicted yourself? You are too funny. Thanks for the engagement. She goes, so you're going to cover the protection from abuse orders against him, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I'm not doing anything because he hasn't done anything to me. I don't speak to the man or watch his videos. I just read court documents and make decisions based on what's in the documents. You, however, are getting way too personally involved in shit that has nothing to do with you, which is really rather pathetic. Go touch grass, pumpkin. That's my criticism of both sides too. That I believe people on both sides. And so I think it's funny that she's like, you're only one side. You're a germ simp. Like, I don't know. Like the one thing is, though, one side has attacked me personally and one side has not. And she said, Bruce hasn't done anything to you, and you parrot the Hales narrative while you read court documents. Regardless, your coverage lacks any legal understanding. Girl, your brain lacks any cellular connections. But I was like, actually, he has done stuff to me. He made fun of my child, possibly choking, and threatened. Focus on this word threatened to call CPS on me more than one time from multiple accounts traced back to his computer because he didn't use a VPN. So do not tell me he hasn't done anything to me when you clearly shown you have no clue about anything. And I'm definitely not parroting anyone. I speak for myself and make my own opinions based on the legal documents. And all of the documents I've read over the years, BBB is the worst legal writer I've seen. I've read thousands of pages of documents from lawyers all over the country in cases ranging from defamation to murder and, ARP. He is the most unprofessional I've seen, and that's hard to beat considering he's in the same category as James Owens, which was Sarah Boone's lawyer, and David Gingras. If you know the Throat Babies case, you know. And I was like, I've literally compared BBB's actions to the Florida Bar Rules of Professional Conduct, and he has blatantly violated them on more than one instance. And emailing me a settlement offer is highly frowned upon and could make more people parties to this case. So you don't ever tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. Look in the mirror when you say these things. And then I get somebody screenshotted something and send it to me last night about the fact that Lori went on, that was in the haters chat, and she said, I have to open up the screenshot. I don't have it. I did not save it to my photos, but it was sent to me last night. And she said, and that's where, remember how I said threatened to call CPS? Threatened. She goes, I asked Squid if she was going to cover the police reports and PPOs on germs. She's mad at Bruce for calling CPS on her. Bruce never called CPS on me. The threat to call CPS was there. He can't call CPS on me because there's nothing to call CPS on me about. And you have to know where I live in order to call CPS. And my dad can't even find my house on GPS, so y'all can't either. So my house does not exist according to the post office. So y'all, so good luck calling CPS when you don't know where I live. However, that being said, she blatantly lied about what I had said. So think about that. Like, she blatantly lied, and I have the screenshot to prove it. I will save it to my photos and open. You're lucky you don't live near me. It would be like Donkey Kong for a prank war. Oh my goodness. The house next door to me might be for sale soon because they moved out of it. So if y'all ever want to move, if y'all ever want a vacation house, like I know a place. I'm trying to get if it goes up for sale, I'm trying to get my dad to buy it. Bro, Slug, be nice. And y'all know I disagree with people on a lot of stuff, and that's okay. But nobody speaks for me, and I don't speak for anybody else. So let's just get that one straight away. But I have never said that Randy was uber professional either. Like, y'all have gone oh, shush. Oh yeah, she likes to keep the ish going. That's why she lied. That's why I was like, you know me. I like to give my haters their 15 minutes of fame and laugh at them. And so I have this now. Like, I have Streamlabs has a laugh, so we can laugh at them. So I can you mean that we're all adults, most of us, and can think for ourselves? Yeah. Strange how people can think for themselves, you know? Well, yeah. I am using Streamlabs. I have switched because StreamYard was too expensive for what was happening, and so I made the decision to switch. The first stream went absolutely horribly, and now we're figuring it out. But like, I can share like multiple documents on the side, so I don't have to keep like StreamYard made me like stop sharing and then reshare if I was sharing like PDFs. Here I have them on the side and I can share them one at a time. It's amazing how that works. I mean, like it's weird. So if you see me like skip over myself or like look funny, it's because I'm trying to figure it out. We're getting better. It's getting better. I'm still not good at it, but then again I wasn't really good at I wasn't really good at StreamYard either. So it is what it is, you know. All right. So we have a couple of things that we're going to talk about. First things first. I shared it the other day. I did not read it because it had I did not share it because it had personal information on it. But I read it. It's that MLS has a lawyer. I don't know much about this lawyer, but I do know that he has a lawyer. And I also know that he also filed for an extension of time for his client, MLS, which we will get to. This is Bruce's. This is the new lawyers. So let's see. MLS extension. I have everything open, so I'm still getting used to how to do this. So, hey, look, he puts Gainesville Division. It's funny how that happens. Hey, Mom. Oh. Uh-oh. And Debbie, thank you for the... And this is weird. I'm sorry if y'all send me super chats. It looks really funny on my end, and I can't quite figure out how to make it not look funny. So if you all see me being completely stupid, and things get kind of weird, that's what I can't figure out yet. Is super chats don't come up very well in the chat. So. But Debbie, thank you for the $10 super sticker. I appreciate it. Y'all are awesome. And because some of you have asked, and I'm going to do it again because this is my thing. Some of y'all have asked for that Amazon link again. I am going to share it just because it is my thing. If y'all feel like sending a super chat but hate giving your money to YouTube, I do have a couple gift card funds because I'm raising money to buy a ladder so I can return the one that I'm borrowing now because the person who I borrowed it from kind of wants it back. Oh, funny how they want their stuff back, you know? So I'm returning it. And I'm getting money because they are expensive. Like I remember ladders being like $100. Now a little giant ladder is like $230. If we see that, we know you're asleep. Oh my goodness. Hi Beth. How are you? Yeah. This is what, hey, Patrick, thank you for the $2 super chat. This is what funny looks like. Okay, so that one shows up, but the super sticker doesn't. It's so bizarre. Like, I'm still getting used to it, so I apologize for any hiccups, and thank you for your level of patience with me is great. All right, so we're going to get to this first. This is, notice the title of this. Agreed motion for extension of time. And I'm going to move myself. Whoop. These are new too. So there we go. There's new layouts and there's different ones and it's weird. It's cool, but it's weird. At least you were able to borrow a physical ladder. I had a neighbor in Rochester, New York, loan me an invisible ladder. Give him a thank you note about it. Wow. Wow. Hey, Cynthia. Haven't seen you in such a long time. How are you? All right. Hey, Kim. Do you notice how this is titled? Agreed motion for an extension of time to respond to plaintiff's complaint. The defendant, David C. Helm, also known as MLS, by and through the undersigned counsel and pursuant to Florida Rules of Civil Procedure 1.090, hereby files this agreed motion for an extension of time to respond to plaintiff's complaint, and as grounds therefore states as follows. Plaintiff filed the instant action seeking payment of benefits under a policy of automobile insurance issued by the defendant. Defendant has prepared a motion for more definite statement in response to plaintiff's complaint and provided the same to plaintiff. Due to a personal emergency, plaintiff's counsel has been unable to review defendant's motion for more definite statement in order to comply with Local Rules 7.1b prior to filing. Defendant requires additional time to complete the attorney conference requirement prior to filing its motion. You notice attorney conference requirement. Undersigned counsel conferred with counsel for plaintiff, and counsel has no objection to the request for 7-day extension of time. Ooh. By the way, I gave Moment 48 hours to retract and apologize for the lies he published about Roslyn. I haven't seen what he wrote, but I guarantee. No, it's not. Yeah, that's just a shit show in itself. I'm not exactly sure because I'd have to go back and read the initial filing, but one of the I believe one of the things that Randy wanted would have been in order to it's that one I'm not entirely sure of. And I'm not going to an insurance lawyer. And I'm not going to speak on it because I don't know. So, but you see how this is written. There is no argument, it's argumentative in the persuasive, how to make a legal argument, but it's not argumentative and fighting words. He explains in really easy to understand terms that he contacted Randy. He had a personal emergency. The defendant is a lawyer and has prepared a motion, but he can't file it because he's not a Florida lawyer. So he probably gave it to his lawyer and said, hey, I would like to file this. Tell me what you think and rewrite it in your, rewrite it the way you would and file it. I would like this filed. And his lawyer hasn't had the time to, but he also said that he spoke with Randy. He's not calling Randy names. He's not disparaging the complaint. I don't know this lawyer. I've never heard of him before. He's in Tampa. But it seems like he is very... Oh, hi. He is very straight to the point. And also says there will be no prejudice to the plaintiff in granting of this motion, which is true. Defendant asserts that this motion includes the preservation of defendant's right to assert affirmative defenses, if any. Defendant seeks this extension in good faith and not for the purpose of undue delay. Plaintiff has agreed to this extension and motion to be filed. Shocker. A certificate of service. Christopher Gage. Seems like a very competent lawyer. It's Kale. Squid's making the noise again. When is BBB going to ask the judge if he'll accept gift cards and tortoise shells as he doesn't have a checkbook? Oh my God. Oh, it's just one of those Yeah, and you don't have to like someone to get along with them. It's called being an nope. It's called being an adult. Like we interact with people numerous times in a day that we don't actually. Here you go. Yeah, you want to call Daddy? Okay, call Daddy. I think he's at work, baby. Oh. Like getting along with opposing counsel, you don't have to like them to get along in a professional manner. It's called being an adult. We interact with people every day that we probably don't like, but you don't go out of your way to be an asshole. You want to call Daddy? Yeah. Okay, you can call Daddy. No. There we go. Uh-oh. There we go. Come on. So it's not hard to be an adult. Like, it's really not hard. And I don't quite understand why Bruce is making this so stinking hard. It's just so hard. Well, let's compare this to. Sorry, I have to shrink it down so that I can see the other motion. Let's compare it to this. So once again, even though this is a completely different case where Bruce is the defendant, still doesn't put Gainesville. I'm surprised he actually got the right case. Oh, wait. Oh, I just figured something out. So I just, sorry, I not only, I have to call this out. I wrote down the other case number. This is the wrong case number. This is the wrong case number. This is the case number for the first lawsuit. And we will see that when here is the judge's order. Look at this case number, RHZCB. I gotta get rid of that one. This one, RHMJF. That's the other case. Not only did he file a crappy motion, but he also forgot to change the case number. I just noticed that. So, yeah, he forgot to change the case number. I mean, he forgot to change the case number. Like, Bruce, like, literally, bro, change the damn case number. Like, I'm sorry. Like, when I say he's the worst lawyer that I've ever seen, it's every life is won or lost in the details. This is a detail that you should not have overlooked. Sorry, it makes my brain hurt because it's not a hard thing to do. But when I wrote down the orders, because I have my stuff, like, sorry, I have really bad handwriting, but I wrote April 7th is not only the discovery deadline in the first federal case, it's also a deadline for somebody else. Yeah. Oh, good point. Well, technically that's the same. But technically it's the same because John Cook is, but he did not. Oh, no. What, baby? What, baby? No, it didn't work. Daddy didn't answer. I'm sorry, baby. Sarah Boone was a better pro se. I mean, her. There we go. Her documents, although handwritten and the crazy contents, the format of her documents were not horrible. Yeah. I mean, it's just it's attention to detail. It's attention to detail. But look at this. Okay, request for extension to answer or otherwise plead. Pursuant to Federal Rules of Civil Procedure 6B1A, defendant Bruce Matzkin requests an extension of time of 30 days to answer or otherwise plead to the complaint. As good cause for this request, the defendant needs additional time to locate counsel and prepare responsive pleading. It is his understanding that most of the named defendants have not yet been served, so this request will not prejudice the plaintiff or cause undue delay of these proceedings. Do you notice the last lawyer, the lawyer for MLS? The lawyer for MLS laid out all of his reasonings for why he wanted an extension of time, and he only asked for 7 days. He put reasons as to why. Bruce could have said, I'm having to go down to Florida. I'm having to go in front of you for a show cause hearing in a different case. I'm having to do this. I'm having to do this. I'm having to do that. Like you put, like I can totally understand why he might need an extension. However, to go, well, they weren't served yet, so I don't have to respond. What? I'm stuck. You're not stuck. She's not stuck. She's just behind her couch, and she got there by herself, so she can get out by herself. That's false. All 10 were served. Not according to the motion. Not according to the docket. Not according to the docket. And Karen, this is one of my reasonings for not needing to respond to everything. Randy doesn't need to respond to the other motion because the lawyer already spoke to him. There's no need for Randy to respond, thus cutting down on the amount of motions filed. Remember how Judge Belaytho in the other case said there's 117 or whatever documents filed in this case, and we're not even done with discovery? This right here, like MLS's lawyer actually had a conference with Randy and agreed to the 7 days. But nowhere in here does it ever say that he spoke to Randy about this. It sounds whiny. He doesn't, technically speaking. He can. He doesn't have to. Because this is not a Randy's response would be the same as the judge's in this case. So it's BBB didn't, and there's part of my thing. But also look at the way this is written. This is it is his understanding that most of the named defendants have not yet been served, so this request would not prejudice the plaintiff or cause undue delay. The way it's phrased just sounds like you're whining. Well, they haven't been served yet, so why do I have to respond when they haven't even been served yet? Because I think you get 30 days from the time you're served in order to file your response. And it's pretty common in a lot of the federal cases, especially the civil cases that I followed. It's very, very common for people to ask for an extension of time. In the Jaden Rashada case, every defendant asked for an extension of time, multiple extensions of time. It's 21 days. I couldn't remember. It's the brain fog. But he automatically goes for 30 days. He didn't talk to Randy, or if he did, he didn't state it, which if you did, you would state it because that's kind of an important thing. It's just, okay, so Bruce wants 30 days, doesn't he talk to Randy and then Bruce refiles? It could. I will Alley Cat, I will show you the docket and show you why I think what I think, based on what the docket says. And this is why one of the reasons that I don't pay attention to a lot of things. I only pay attention to what the docket says, because those can be two different things. Yeah. Bruce is one of the best lawyers Jeremy never had to pay for. That is true. Yeah, the rule is 20 days after service, but no big deal with permission. And that's the thing. Like look at Pacer. Okay. But this right here is just this is why I say Randy is an awful writer, because you saw how well written and how professional that other writing was. He spoke to Randy, they agreed to 7 days. He explained numerous reasons as to why. None of his arguments were whiny or mentioned any other defendant. Like his reasoning only related to his client. Bruce's reasoning related to every other defendant. I'm not a lawyer, but in my medical writing, I have multiple business writing classes under my belt. I have a decade of medical writing. Nowhere in my writings to justify why because I've had to write notes where I had to justify to insurance why my patient needed more time and why I needed more time to work with them. Never, ever in my career have I ever mentioned another patient as a reasoning for why I need more time. It doesn't. No, sorry, Freckled Ginger. I'm sorry. Like, I meant BBB. Like nowhere in my right mind would I ever bring up other patients. Not only is that a HIPAA violation for one, this doesn't apply here, but I would never use somebody else's situation to justify why my patient needed more time. Leave it to me. Yeah, leave it to you to come up to that stream the exact moment that I screw up. Sorry, Freckled Ginger. Good to see you. It's just one of those, like, there's just and I kind of wish it was in Gainesville. Common sense. They want it all in Gainesville. It's so far to travel, and the child needs to sit in a car in a diaper all day with the accused abuser dad and wait for mom diaper change, sit in either location. I kind of wish it was in Gainesville, but not to make it easier on them. If it was in Gainesville, I could go. I could make that shit a day trip. It's only like 3.5 hours from here. Whereas like Pensacola is 7 hours-ish, give or take, who drives. But when I say that, like, when I say that I think Bubbles is the worst writer that I have ever seen, this is why. Like, comparing two motions for literally the exact same thing. I mean, different reasoning, obviously, but they both want an extension to file a response. And it's like, it's just one of those, when I say, I think, and bringing up the other defendants, in my mind, he is very unprofessional. You don't bring up other defendants when defending yourself. And that is one of the reasons that he probably will, people see it as a conflict of interest to represent other defendants, because of the fact that they are, it's a conflict of interest, and bringing them up is, so there's, and here's one of the things that comes up when I say I don't believe they were filed. This is why. So I'm going to share my actual Chrome tab. So when you look at, and this might be hard to see, it all depends on how how big it is. So I'll go over here. So these are all the dates filed, and you can see summons issued on all these people. Summons returned. So summons returned executed by Jeremy Bryan Hales, David Helm, served on 3/7, answer due 3/28. And then notice of appearance by MLS's Lolyer. And then the motion. No, there has not been summons returned by any other defendant. So when I say they don't, when I say they're officially not served, as far as the court is aware and what is in the docket, they have not. Their service has not been returned to the court. Whereas you can see right here, number 8, summons returned executed by Jeremy Bryan Hales on David C. Helm. So that's what when I say that according to the court, those are the only two that's the only person who's been served according to what the docket says. So what happens in the what has happened out and about, people actually were getting served, their service has not been returned to the court. So that's what, according to the court. And so Bruce isn't technically wrong. It's yeah, and I'm getting to the denials. I'll get to the denials here first. So this is, let's see, let's get to the other one first. I have to look at referral and order. They look the same when you're looking at them, so I have to scroll over and make sure that I shared the right, or I opened the right one, because I have so many documents on my screen that in my computer that I have to make sure that I open the right documents. Otherwise, it's going to be a big old pain in the butt. There we go. So why do we don't make rogue mom shame you, and don't make me start talking about my hair. Well, I don't talk about my hair, but poopy diaper talk. I now call a poopy diaper a Bruce. Oh. Wait, what? Wait, what? Debbie, sorry, I lost your comment. That was not my words attached to the money. Not sure what the attachment said, but it's not what I said. I sent the money. Yeah, it looked like a super sticker. It was a super sticker according to the live stream. In the thing, it just says that you sent money. It's just weird. It's a Streamlabs thing that I haven't figured out. I'm sure there's a way to change it. I just haven't figured that out yet. I have to work more with Captain Kern and Slug and people who have helped me. I can't take another hair talk stream. I'm not the hair talk kind of person. I will if someone initiates it, but I do, but I will pull the chat over and reach into the back seat and with my flip flop. So, we can start talking about neuroscience if y'all want. I'm dying to have a neuroscience conversation. That's why when someone talks anatomy, I'm like, oh, speak anatomy to me. Anatomy and physiology. I love it. I love going over autopsies and all that stuff, because that's super interesting to me. But okay, well, getting back to this. This is the judge's order. And see the case number? This is the actual case. And even the judge used the same, John Cook et al., because it's just easier than typing everybody's names. Referred to Magistrate Judge Belitho on March 31st, agreed motion for extension of time to respond filed by the defendant. Upon consideration of the foregoing, it is ordered this 31st day of March 2025, defendant David Helm has filed a motion seeking a 7-day extension to respond to plaintiff's complaint. The motion states that plaintiff's counsel has no opposition, footnote 1. Remember the judge in these footnotes. Accordingly, defendant Helm's motion is granted to the extent that his response to plaintiff's complaint is due on or before April 7th, which is the same day as the completion of the deadline for motions to compel and the completion of all discovery in the first case. Yeah. I do have subscriber only mode on, and I even have slow mode on, like 20 seconds. I'm not used to having to you know. So he was granted, but here's the footnote. Gotta love this judge in the footnotes. Anatomy. Have you discussed how BBB can get his head that far up his bum with his nose in the way? I don't think that's anatomically possible because he's old and probably not that flexible. It's it's apparent. Footnote, it is apparent from the motion that defendant Helm's counsel conferred with plaintiff's counsel before filing the motion. Document 10 at 2. See the Northern District of Florida Local Rule 71B. In future motions, however, counsel must include a certificate of conferral under a separate heading. Yeah, that was his only thing. He didn't put it technically in the but he made it apparent multiple times in that motion. So not perfect, but see, and this is how the judge admonishes somebody, but still is professional and like, hey, just next time, it's kind of like a warning. Like, hey, y'all. Yeah. I tend to think MLS because he's allegedly the god of law or something like that. So he knows how to know when to fold. Yeah, I'm thinking that. Yeah. Not like I pay attention to his streams because he's the only other person besides Bruce that's banned from this channel. There's only 2 people who are banned from my channel, and one is Bruce and one is MLS, and that's because MLS, both MLS and Bruce have showed private conversations. Bruce showed my emails, but I gave my emails to Tug, so I'm technically, but MLS shared, posted a video where he shared our DMs, so I blocked his ass. But he was the judge, being professional, said it's apparent. Like, I know that y'all like talked, but hey, just next time put it in a separate certificate. See, that is how you be professional about it, but still tell somebody. Like, Bruce is like, he's never been in a leadership role before. There is a difference between being a manager or being in a professional role and actually being professional. So there's that. Here is the one for Bubbles. All right. Upon consideration of the foregoing, it is ordered the 31st day of March 2025, defendant Bruce Matskin has moved for a 30-day extension to respond to plaintiff's complaint. Pro se parties who are not in custody must confer with opposing counsel before filing a motion. See the Northern District of Florida Local Rule 7.1b. He should know this, considering he has been bitching about Randy and the 7.1b. That's my other point that I forgot to mention when reading his, like, he didn't talk to Randy. He knows he's supposed to talk to Randy. He knows. It's not like he's brand new to this. He's been bitching about Randy and this 7.1b certificate and rule. And yet when he files a motion, he didn't do it. Oh my God. With the mole offer settlement, does that make sense? I don't know. Like, damn, I just discovered the lyrics are actually "Don't bring me down, growth." No, I don't. Which way is up? Oh my goodness. Oh, she is right here. She's got her lunch and her pad. Yeah, and she's kind of in the I don't want to be bothered, so that's when I don't bother her. But she gets in these like Miss Independent modes, and you don't. She doesn't want to talk to you, so I don't talk to her. I'm still here if she needs me, but she does her own thing. She goes from toy to toy, doing what she wants to do. Flea 1 said BBB tried to talk with Randy, and Randy did not respond to him. See, and if that is true, that would be something that you would want to put in your motion. Help? Okay. So that would be something that, like, I don't know, I'd mention in my motion. Like, I'd say, you know, like, that would be something that would be important. And if you don't put it in your filing, it didn't happen. Like legal or medical writing, if you didn't put it in your note, it didn't happen. Doesn't matter how good of a therapist you were that day and how hard your patient worked. If you don't put it in the motion, it is not there. If Randy probably didn't respond within 10 minutes. Yeah, but if he even, I don't believe that he actually did that, because Bubbles has, I've noticed in his filings, he likes to call Randy out for every little thing that he possibly can, and that's his level of petty. So if he would have tried to contact Randy and Randy didn't answer, Bubbles would have been first person to go, well, Judge, he didn't answer. I tried. He didn't answer, blah, blah, blah. So I don't think he did. He wouldn't file the deed. Definitely put that in his motion. Yeah. That's my thought too. Like if he actually did that. So I think he's lying based on past filings. Every time that he's tried to contact Randy and didn't answer, he's let the judge know. So because defendant Maxkin motion fails to provide any indication that he conferred with plaintiff's counsel and also fails to include the required certificate of conferral under local rule 7.1c, the motion is denied without prejudice, meaning he can file it again. Will he? Probably. But Karen, this is one of my this is going to Felisa. Oh, sorry. That was funny. This is one of my sorry, y'all are it struck a nerve. Sorry, y'all's comments sometimes make me proctology ought to go over these motions. They can look at the same time. It's just past precedent with Bubbles has shown that anytime that he tries to follow the rules and Randy doesn't respond in his version of quickly, he lets the judge know. So he didn't. But this is the other lawyer, another professional, another thing that was super professional. He contacted Randy, and he said he contacted Randy, which means that Randy does not have to respond, because he already talked to the lawyer and agreed. The only time Randy would respond is if that other lawyer said, I spoke to him and he said this, and that's not actually what Randy said. But remember how the judge said in the first case that there's 117 odd filings and discovery's not done? This is how you keep down on the level of responses and the level of docket entries. When that lawyer filed his motion, he made it blatantly obvious that he spoke to Randy and got Randy's agreement for a 7-day extension. Because of that, Randy didn't need to file a motion. That therein, like, saving money, saving docket entries, not having to have the judge redouble the paperwork. That's how you keep the docket entries down, and that's how you how to not piss off a judge 101. That is the perfect example. What is my question is, what does Bubbles have to do in order to refile the 30-day extension? Talk to Randy and file that 7-1. Get Randy to agree to anything. Refile it stating that you talked to Randy and he either agreed or didn't agree, and put that 1C certificate that said, I tried to speak to the other person. So, hey, Kasha. So, like, Michael, Bubbles is an expert. X has been spurt, drip under pressure. And this is my foot mask that I was going to use today, but didn't have right here. Confer with Randy and file the 7.1 certificate. Yeah, it's not hard. Excuse you, ma'am. Stop messing with my settings, please. So, and Debbie, thanks for baby squid. She is getting so big. Thank you for the $10 super chat. And speaking of that, I need to get going because I have to work tonight and I have to get this little one changed and start to cook dinner. Y'all have a great day. I appreciate you hanging out with me and dealing with my my hiccups with this this new system. It's actually, I like it better. I think I will like it a lot better once I get used to it, because I like that I can put, it's so much quick when I get used to it. I think it'll be so much quicker to share documents instead of having to stop sharing and reshare different PDFs. This is so much easier. I forgot your chat. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. And this is the thing with that, like, StreamYard, that I like about StreamYard over Streamlabs. StreamYard puts them in a separate, like, starred section that I can get to all the super chats at the same time. This, and I uncheck it when I've read it. This is not easy. Oh my goodness. And I'm trying to go back in the chat. So I apologize. I really do. Oh my goodness. Baby girl, you are insane. Oh. Yep. Oh. Yep. And I'm going back and trying to look for it, but unfortunately, like, I can't figure out how to go back and find it easily. Instead of having to go all the way back in the chat. Excuse you, ma'am. Excuse you, ma'am. No. Oh, and I'm sorry I missed it. Oh my God, I hate that. That's like, I hate when I send someone a super chat and they miss it. So I am completely like, I'm kind of embarrassed for myself. Oh, King Bob, celebrate 6 months of membership. See, those don't come up. The girl, get that off your face. The super chats highlight themselves or come up blue. Membership ones and super stickers don't. just gave your last 20. You are amazing. Thank you so much. There's probably a way to do it. I just don't know what it is. I will have to talk to people who are smarter than me. Captain Kern and Slug. And yeah. So I got Debbie Baker's the $10 one. I got this one. Baby squid, she's getting so big. So yes, my Daredevil. She thinks she is Travis Pastrana with her bike in the living room because we got a Jeff, my new chair got here today, so I can stop using the one with holes in it once I put it together. No, she's not missing a tooth. One of her teeth is just grew in first. This big tooth grew in first, or front tooth. So Angel, look up. So she has two teeth there. They're just Angel, we're gonna say goodbye. We're gonna say goodbye. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I think I will too. It's just taking some getting used to. It's not as, there's certain things about StreamYard that are really user friendly, and then there are certain things about this that are easier to do, such as sharing my screen. So it's, Oh my goodness. All right, say bye. Yeah, that's my band. Can I wear it? No. Oh, okay. Y'all have a great day. We're going to go make some spaghetti. Do you want to help Mommy cook? Yeah. Okay. You want to help Mama cook? What are we cooking? Yeah. Spaghetti? Yeah. Can you say spaghetti? Yeah. Yeah, you can. Oh, your mom. Yeah. Hi all and bye. I'm late. It's all right. I'm glad you made it here. It's I don't have my phone because the little took my phone. So if anybody sent me a Cash App, I do greatly appreciate it, and I apologize. Oh no, here's my phone. Yeah. Did anybody send me a Cash App, baby? Whoa. No, I don't see anything. I'm so sorry. It didn't come up. It's still, sometimes it's a pain in the butt. So you know how that goes. Angel, why are we yelling? Nothing is coming up. If you did, I apologize. I will read it the next time. Ta-ta for now. Yeah, happy April Fools. This is not, somebody else told me to check the docket, and I apologize. I got sidetracked and did not do it. Let's run report. There was a order by the judge today. We're gonna read that real quick. Document 112 is denied. So I will there we go. This is for yeah. So this is the request for leave to effect alternate service of deposition subpoena. No, out of your mouth, please. Upon consideration is ordered this first day of April 2025. Defendants have moved for leave to effect alternate service of a non-party deposition subpoena. Plaintiff argues. Baby, why are we fussing? Plaintiff argues that defendant's counsel did not allow at least 24 hours for plaintiff's counsel to respond to a conferral request before filing the motion. It appears defendant's counsel sent a conferral request by email at 6:50 p.m. on Sunday, March 23rd. According to the docket, defendant's motion was filed at 9:05 a.m. on Monday, March 24th. Thus, defendant's counsel did not allow at least 24 hours for plaintiff's counsel to respond as required by Local Rule 7.1b. For someone who brings up 7.1b B or the 7.1 local rule all the time. He sure as heck doesn't follow it very well. That being said, accordingly, defendant's motion is denied without prejudice. Footnote 1. The next time an attorney in this case files a motion without complying with the conferral requirements of the local rules, the offending attorney will be sanctioned. How many times is this judge going to threaten stuff without actually doing it? Now I'm kind of getting frustrated because you say that you're going to sanction people, and then people do stuff, and you threaten sanctions for every little thing. Like, and I am, because I realize that I wouldn't have a channel without many, many people, and most of all, the people who actually watch my channel. So, of course, it's always be humble. Always be humble. Because if you're not humble, well, if you're not humble, then you suck. Sorry. Like, always be humble. His footnote: the court expects the parties to meaningfully confer regarding the scheduling of Mr. Paget's deposition. Because plaintiff's counsel has opposed the motion and raised for the failure to confer, the court expects that plaintiff's counsel is willing to work cooperatively with defendant's counsel and Mr. Paget to secure the scheduling of Mr. Paget's deposition. If that is not what happens, then it will be clear to the court that plaintiff's counsel raised the failure to confer and oppose defendant's motion not because he had good faith desire to confer and resolve the motion, but because he had bad faith motive to simply be an obstructionist. And this is where it's like, y'all, this is where it's like, remember how I said Randy comes across as unprofessional? So this is his warning of like, hey, don't obstruct. And if that turns out to be the case, then plaintiff's counsel will be sanctioned. I know that people are going to have a problem with the fact that he threatened to sanction Randy too. But it's one of those things of like, y'all, like, from reading, one of the benefits of not really paying attention to all the outside drama and only focusing solely on the documents is I have that, and I have an outsider's perspective because I don't take the time to find out everything. I only see what the judge sees. And I kind of feel justified that the judge agreed with me when I said I don't think that he's being the most professional as he can. But my level of petty would be being uber professional and uber helpful and cooperative with Bubbles just to piss Bubbles off, because that's my new mission in life, is to piss off Bubbles, and apparently I'm still doing it. So like, it's one of those things of like, only reading the motions, I don't have and not having subscribed to either side channels. I subscribe to Randy. I just don't watch a lot, or not Randy, but Jeremy, but I don't watch a lot of his stuff because I barely watch the people that I'm like super close to and like talk to, and I barely have time to do any of that. So, especially since buying this house. So I don't have the time to watch hours and hours and hours of streams, and I don't have the attention span either. But I've noticed that not paying a lot of attention to all of that, I have an outsider's perspective. Like, I hear things and I listen, but I don't like fully, between the brain fog and the short attention span, it's too much for my brain to comprehend. It's not that he doesn't, it's not about not representing Zim. It's about it's about whether Randy files a motion to just piss off Bubbles, or if Randy files a motion because he actually believes what he's filing. I don't think Randy is trying to be an obstructionist. I don't think that Randy is necessarily an unprofessional lawyer as a whole, but when dealing with Bubbles, he tends to drop down to the unprofessional side of things. And that, unfortunately, I'm assuming that this judge has never met Randy or Bruce before. So the only thing that this judge has to go off of is the filings. It's not about other cases that Randy has done. The judge doesn't care. The judge doesn't have the time to look. It's about what is filed in this case. So I don't think that Randy is being an obstructionist. However, based on what has been in other filings and some of the snarkiness in emails, the judge seems to not believe Randy is the most professional himself. And I believe as a whole, Randy's probably a pretty professional dude when he's working with competent people and when he has competent opposition. Hence the other lawyer, Christopher Gage, who filed that motion and talked to Randy. There was no issue with either one of those lawyers in that motion. But Bubbles, something about Bubbles gets under Randy's skin and Randy drops down to Bubbles' level. And the problem is with that is the only thing that the judge sees is Randy's snarkiness. That's the problem. But other than that, I don't think that Randy is a bad person. I don't think that Randy is a bad lawyer. I just think there's something about Bubbles and Bubbles' actions that Randy can't put aside and be his normal self. There is something about Bubbles and what Bubbles says to him that irks him just enough to kind of be petty in his filings and not in the good way, if you know what I mean. Like the good way that's like would make Bubbles look even worse. Like my kind of petty, like at being super professional and uber professional, because my whole goal now is just to piss off Bubbles. You mess with my family, my whole goal is to piss you off as long as I know you. So it's oh, thank you, Lynette. It's just, that's one of the reasons that I'm only paying attention to the filings. My brain doesn't allow me to remember anything. But secondly, it's an angle that I haven't really seen. Not to say there's nobody doing it. I haven't seen anybody do. A lot of people are one side or the other. I'm anti-Bubbles. Like I could care less about either side in the sense of like getting personal about it. My personal and with this case comes from making fun of Bubbles because he threatened to call CPS and decided that he wanted to bring my child into something where my child did not deserve to be brought into. And he brought out Mama Bear mode. And now my whole goal in life is to just annoy the hell out of him. Because, that's just, it's entertainment for me to piss off Bubbles. And apparently I do a really good job at it. So they say. Because, yeah, he hasn't emailed me since the last time that I told you guys when I was on screen and he was noticeably watching and emailing me criticisms about my stream while I was on stream. That was back in the beginning of February or the end of January. Since then, he has not emailed me. If he does, I will be sure to let you guys know. But I think he's finally learned that that's probably not a good idea. So, MLS is conferred with Jeremy. He's the mole. I don't know. I don't think there's. I don't know how I feel about the whole mole thing. Like Bubbles, toilet and troubles. But on that note, I have to get going. I have to make dinner and I have to get to work. Y'all have a great night and I will see you on the next one.